Hi Logic 1, it's Mrs. Bunker. This is how we're going to be doing some of our lessons this week, where I have recorded just the explanation for what you're going to be doing, and then you can go ahead, listen to it, and then do the lesson practice and the mixed practice just like we would in class. So let's go ahead and make sure that if you have not done your facts practice at this point that you stop, get that done, and then when you're finished with your facts practice, go ahead and do your mental math warm-up, including the problem solving. We want to make sure that we do that problem solving. It's just as important. And if you have done those already, then awesome. We're going to go ahead and get started with our lesson. So this textbook is the same textbook that you have, just it's a little older. I looked to try and find one online for a very long time, and this is the first one that I could find. But everything's the same. And so it just looks a little different than yours. So anyway, today what we're going to be doing is working with signed numbers and evaluating those signed numbers. Remember, evaluating means to make sense of a numerical expression, and that's what we're going to be doing with positives and negatives, also applying that order of operations so that you are doing the math in the correct order. So let's look at this right here. You have worked on evaluating expressions when given the value of x and y. We know here that x and y, at least right here, are being multiplied. And from that product, we are subtracting the value of y. And from that, we are subtracting from x. So let's go ahead and evaluate this algebraic expression if we know that x is equal to -2 and y is equal to -3. And what we're going to do is for every value or every time we see that variable, we're just going to write parentheses because we're going to be replacing the variable with the value within the parentheses. So if you look down here, we have parentheses minus parentheses times parentheses minus another parentheses. Well, let's go ahead and put the value of those variables into the parentheses. We know that x is -2. Notice how we brought our minus down. Then we have -2 times -3 minus -3. We've inserted the numbers, and now we're going to do the order of operations. So we know that we do multiplication first. So -2 times -3, the product we're going to write within the parentheses, which is +6. So now our new algebraic expression is -2 minus +6 minus -3. So now what we're going to do is we are going to again multiply here. We have a negative times a negative, and we have a positive. Let me rephrase that. What I would do if I was in front of the whiteboard is I would rewrite this whole algebraic expression. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab a whiteboard for you. One second. Okay, so this is webwhiteboard.com. It's a really great tool to do writing on our web. So let's go ahead and look at this. This is our algebraic expression. So I would rewrite this. We know that -2 minus a +6. Well, that would be the same as -2 minus 6. And then let's rewrite this. What is this? Negative minus 3. So, or minus -3. We're going to rewrite that as +3. And now we're going to do our addition from left to right as we see it. And we know that -2 minus 6 is -8. We haven't done anything with our +3, so we're going to bring it down. We know -8 plus 3 is going to be -5. Okay, let's go back to our Saxon math, and here we are. Oh, there's our answer, -5. All right, let's go to the next page. We have signed numbers without parentheses. So if you're ever given an expression like this, signed numbers without parentheses, we're simply adding from left to right. There is no multiplication, there's no division. When we see this, left to right, adding and subtracting. So they parsed it out, -3, +4, -5, -2. So if you add that up, -3 plus 4 is +1. +1 minus 5 is -4. -4 minus 2 is -6. Another way that you could rewrite this expression is to use the commutative and associative properties to rearrange the groups by their signs. So notice how we have, here's our original algebraic expression. We're going to put all of our negative signs, or numbers that are negative, over here, our one positive on the left, and we can group these. So -3 minus 5 is -8, minus 2 is -10, and now we have 4 minus 10 is -6. Honestly, whatever way makes more sense to you, you can do both or either or. So let's go ahead and do this next expression right here. And I'm going to go ahead and open up our whiteboard. Here we are on our whiteboard, and let's go ahead and simplify this expression. We have 3 times -2, which is going to give us -6. We have -2 times +4, which is going to give us -8. And then we have -2. So now let's go ahead and just do that math right across. Sorry, I just kind of erased this 6. So -2, and that looks like a division symbol. It's not, I'm just trying to erase it. All right, so we have -2 minus 6, which is going to give us -8. -8 minus 8 is going to give us -16. All right, let's go back here, check our math. There we are, -16. So what I'd like for you guys to do right now is to do the lesson practice. I want you to evaluate each expression. Make sure you write parentheses as your first step. I want you parsing out that you recognize that this is a single variable. Here we have 2 variables that are being multiplied and then a variable being subtracted. So then do your lesson practice, and when you're done, go ahead and start on your mixed practice. If you guys wouldn't mind having somebody check your math to make sure that you are getting everything, and then you can go ahead and start your mixed practice. All right, guys, hope you're having a great day. Miss seeing your faces, and we will check back in tomorrow. Bye.